Bienvenidos. Benvinguts a la mia casa. Welcome to my house. This is Lamont, Illinois. It's a suburb of Chicago. Good old US of A. Let's see if I can show you some of the houses around here. My neighbors. Really big house. It's been snowing lately. You have winters. That's my house. The winters go until April sometimes. Big places, huh? So that's the neighborhood. Good old white suburban middle class America. Yeah, everything seems really big, really nice. And it is. It is. But the other part of so you have the outer part, the nice houses. But the inner part, it tells a different story. Show you let me show you my room. It's a mess. Really disorganized. It's because I'm painting. I'm painting right now, and every weekend seems to be filled with projects like this, like reorganizing this and painting that. So we stay very busy here. It's like it's beautiful because we're able to make a lifelong commitment to things, but also we're making a lifelong commitment to things. Like, you spend 30 years paying off a house like this. 30 years that you sort of assume that you're going to have a job and you're going to have a pension and you're going to keep making more money with the rate of inflation. To me, it's sort of it's a new form of slavery, one to which we sign up willingly. Nobody's forcing us to do that. So there's that aspect. There's working a lot. We work so many hours. Like, I work 37 and a half hours a week, and that is maybe about half the average of just people I know. I don't know what the national average is, but everybody else seems to be doing 60, 70, 80 hours of work a week. It's a lot of work. So unless you live in the city, you drive everywhere. Not a big fan of that. Probably going to need to move into the city at some point again, so I don't have to drive so much. So that's the infrastructure aspect, the getting around where we live. But there's so many good people here. I love being with my family. I got to see some friends from high school last night. They're music directors, so we got to play at an event for our high school. But I'll call them and I'll say, hey, let's hang out. Let's get together. And they say, great. What do you want to do? Not that this idea is only in the United States, but it's like very prevalent. The fact that, like, if you spend time with somebody, you're doing something. There's an event or a focus. I don't really hang out with people in parks here, even when I lived in the city. I don't know. I don't know what else. Oh yes, Lamont. Let me talk a little bit more about my town. Lamont is called the Village of Faith. We have, I think, 14 religious institutions, 12 of which are Christian or Catholic churches. And there's, I think, like 19,000 people here. So yeah, we've got a lot of churches. And we talk a lot about the separation of church and state. Like that's supposed to be something that the founding fathers, that they built America on. But last night, for example, we're at this school function, which is not at school, so fair enough, but you know, they're praying to Jesus. So that aspect seems pretty inescapable, that there's a large portion of Christianity here. And how that influences our daily life and our governments and our politics and our news. It's very obvious. So yeah, that's a few things about here. About me, I work at a school for kids with autism, and we have so much fun. We get to play like every day, and I think play is a huge part of a good education. I think you should continue playing until you die. I think you should play your whole life. I get to spend my free times doing yoga. I'm very much happy with the yoga tradition in Chicago. I wasn't finding the same thing in Barcelona, the same depth or connection to ancient teachers and formal styles. And I also get to meditate a lot. I'm a volunteer at my meditation center. And again, I really, really like the meditation culture here in the United States. It's very developed and very easily accessible, whereas it was not the same in Barcelona, or at least of my particular lineage. Not to say that it was bad, but I really enjoy being in a more developed, formal situation for those two practices. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, you want me to talk about anything else, and have a great day. Bye.